I became a millionaire in my 20s, but if I could go back, obviously I would, because I made some stupid mistakes. They cost me years of progress, thousands of hours, and probably millions of dollars. So today, I'm literally gonna hand you the 13 most valuable lessons I learned the hard way, so you don't have to. Some of these might piss you off, some might make you rethink your entire life. But if you actually listen and apply them and stop making excuses, they might just make you stupid rich. Look, I get it. You're young, ambitious, and you probably wanna skip straight to the part where you're driving a Lambo and living in the penthouse. But real wealth isn't built by luck. It's built by making the right moves and avoiding the wrong ones. And trust me, most people are making the wrong ones. I wish I had known these lessons back when I thought grinding meant watching YouTube hustle videos for 10 hours a day and calling it research. That's not how you get to rich. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it takes to build real wealth, avoid the biggest pitfalls, and set yourself up for a future where you call the shots, where you have complete financial freedom. If you don't learn these lessons, you'll keep spinning your wheels, you'll waste years doing what society tells you to do. Getting a degree you don't need, working a job you fucking hate, living paycheck to paycheck, hoping that someday things magically get better. But someday never comes unless you make it happen. Every single lesson I'm about to share with you came from one or two places. Either a painful mistake I made or a $1 million decision that changed everything. And by the end, you'll see exactly why some people can build massive wealth in their 20s while others spend their whole lives wondering where they went wrong. No one is coming to save you. This is the harsh truth most people don't want to hear. No one is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your teachers, not your boss, and certainly not the government. Your success, your money, your freedom, it's 100% on you. When I was starting out, I kept waiting for someone to give me permission, a mentor, a lucky break, some magical opportunity that would change everything. But guess what? It never came. And if you're waiting for someone to show up and hand you success, you'll be waiting your entire life. So here's what changed my mindset forever. Extreme ownership. When I finally stopped blaming my circumstances, my upbringing, or any other people, and just took responsibility for everything, my failures, my progress, my results, that's when my life started to really change. If you're broke, your fault.
So I need a place to sleep tonight. I can be security here, clean up, whatever you need in exchange.
Okay.
If you're out of shape, your fault. If your business is failing, definitely your fault. Bankruptcy! Now, that might sound harsh, but here's the good news. If it's your fault, that means you can fix it. You can change your habits, build new skills, and take control of your financial future. But it all starts with owning your situation completely. Think about this right now. Are you waiting for someone to save you? Are you making excuses? Because if you are, you need to cut that out today. Money flows to those who solve problems, period. If you want to get rich, you need to develop a high value skill that people are willing to pay for. Think about it. Why does a doctor make 6 figures? Because they solve a very specific high value problem. Why do top salespeople make bank? Because they know how to generate revenue for a company, which is the most valuable skill on the planet. Here's the mistake I see people making. They spend years in school memorizing useless information instead of mastering high value skills. So what skills actually matter? Here's my list of the top 4 traits that made me millions of dollars. Sales and persuasion. The ability to sell is the ultimate skill. Whether it's selling a product, selling yourself in a job interview, or negotiating a business deal. If you can't sell, you'll always struggle financially. Copywriting. Words sell, period. Learning how to write in a way that persuades people to buy a superpower in a business. Storytelling is key. Content creation and marketing. We live in a digital world. If you know how to build an audience, create engaging content, and market effectively, you can print money. And the last one, investing and money management. Making money is one thing, keeping and multiplying it is another. If you don't learn how to invest wisely, you'll always be working for money instead of money working for you. The biggest lesson, learn skills that generate cash flow, not just diplomas. So let me ask you, what skills are you working on right now? If the answer is nothing, it's time to get serious and start building one today. But hard work alone won't make you rich. Look at construction workers, firefighters, teachers, some of the hardest working people on the planet, yet many of them still struggle financially. Now don't get me wrong, hard work is essential, but if you're only trading your time for money, you're stuck in a system that's gonna keep you poor. The real key is leverage. Here are 3 types of leverage that you should be utilizing on a day-to-day basis. Financial leverage, investing in assets that make money for you. stocks, real estate, businesses. Skill leverage, developing skills that allow you to charge high rates for your time. Media leverage, using social media, YouTube, or another personal brand to scale your influence and income. The goal is to stop trading time for money and start using leverage to multiply your income. The skills outlined in this video are the reason that Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg went from an average life to being the richest people on the planet. Patience is your secret weapon. Let's be real. In today's world, everyone wants instant success. But the truth is, real wealth takes time. I know you see these 18-year-olds on TikTok flexing their Lambos, but what you don't see is that most of them are lying, renting, or burning out fast. True financial freedom, that takes years of smart decisions, investing, delayed gratification. Patience is what separates the real winners from the wannabes. Samuel L. Jackson didn't get his first big role until he was 43. Jeff Bezos worked on Amazon for years before it became the monster it is today. Most successful entrepreneurs spent a decade or more building before they made it. Success is a long game. Stay in it, keep building, and remember, fast money usually disappears just as fast. A job is not the enemy, but being stuck in one is. I'm not one of those guys, quit your job and be an entrepreneur. That's bullshit. A job is a tool. It gives you stability, funds your investments, and it lets you stack your money. But the problem? Most people stay in that same job for 40 years. If your job is your end goal, you're screwed. If your job is your stepping stone, you're winning. So here's how to use your job the right way. Get in, learn everything, and build a valuable skill. Stack cash, live below your means, invest aggressively, and leverage your experience to build something better. Use your 9 to 5 to fund your escape, but never stay in the same place forever. Money doesn't change you, it just makes you more of what you already are. If you're irresponsible, money will make you reckless. If you're disciplined, money will make you powerful. That's why lottery winners go broke. They never learned how to manage money, so they burn through it. If you can't handle $1,000, you won't handle 100,000. If you can't handle 100,000, you sure as hell won't handle 1,000,000. Be honest, are you managing your money right now? Or are you just hoping more of it comes? Who you surround yourself with will make or break you. Your network is your net worth. And if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Most people have terrible social circles. They hang around people who are broke, unmotivated, and complain about life all day. Then they wonder why they aren't successful. Here's the harsh truth. If you spend time around losers, you become a loser. If you spend time around winners, you level up, period. You don't need better motivation, you need better friends. Here's how to fix your environment. Find people who are doing what you want to do and just get around them. If your friends talk about TV, gossip, and dumb shit, cut them off. If your friends talk about investing in businesses and growing and double down, your environment is shaping you, whether you realize it or not. Be brutally honest. Are the people around you making your life better or worse? Debt can make you rich or keep you poor. Choose wisely. Most people are slaves to debt, but the rich use debt to build wealth. Credit cards, car loans, financing bullshit you don't need. Good debt. Debt that makes you money. Real estate, investments, business loans. If you're drowning in credit card debt, you're working for the bank. But if you're using credit card debt, you're using the bank's money to make you rich. Are you a slave to debt, or are you using debt as a tool? Comfort is the enemy of success. The moment you get comfortable, you stop growing. Most people never succeed because they fear discomfort. They stay in jobs they hate, relationships that suck, and situations that just drain them, all because it's easier than changing. Successful people are different. They seek out discomfort because growth only happens when you're uncomfortable. You want more money? Push yourself into harder opportunities. You want better relationships? Get out of the comfort zone and meet better people. You want to be in shape? Get uncomfortable and work out even when you don't feel like it. Your success is directly tied to your ability to embrace discomfort. Are you staying comfortable, or are you pushing yourself to be someone greater? You will never be 100% ready to start anyways. The biggest mistake you can make is waiting for the perfect time to start. I've seen people sit on ideas for years because they weren't ready. Guess what? Nobody's ever ready. Successful people start before they feel ready. They figure it out along the way. They take imperfect action and adjust as they go. If they keep waiting for the perfect time, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life. What's one thing you've been wanting to do? Go do it today. Being broke is temporary. Staying broke is a choice. Everyone starts broke, but staying broke, that's a decision. There are only two types of broke people. Broke people who are working to change their situation, and broke people who complain and do nothing. If you're in category number 2, I have no sympathy for you. The internet has endless free knowledge, endless ways to make money, and endless people who have gone from broke to rich. The difference? The rich took action, the broke just made excuses. Ask yourself, are you actively changing your situation, or are you just complaining? The 13 lessons outlined in this video will only help you if you're willing to take action. Your past doesn't define your future. I don't care where you came from, I care about where you're going. I've seen people go from homeless to millionaires, from drug addicts to business owners, from absolute rock bottom to success. Your past only defines you if you let it. If you had a shitty childhood, if you made mistakes, if you feel like you wasted years of your life, so what? You can't change the past, but you can control what you do next. If you never quit, you can't lose. The only way to fail is to quit. That's it. I've met people who had the talent, the ideas, the work ethic, but they still failed. Why? Because they quit too soon. Most people quit right before they were about to succeed. They couldn't handle the struggle, so they gave up, and they lost forever. But the people who just kept going, they always win. If you refuse to quit, you are guaranteed success. The only way to fail is to give up. Are you going to be the person who quits or the person who keeps going? These 13 lessons took me from struggling to making millions. And I guarantee if you apply them, you will see the same results. And if you actually want to build wealth, subscribe. More deep dives are coming soon. Love y'all. Peace.